Hey, it's Courier Girl. Got my coffee here. It's decaf. I don't drink caffeine anymore, but it's a nice way to start the morning. And I'm ready to do another job search video. So, Wilmington, North Carolina is going to be featured today. It's right on the coast. I'm trying to think if I've been there or not. I'm not sure. I don't remember it specifically, so probably not. So, let's zoom out and see what is all around. We have got Fayetteville, Charlotte, Charleston, Norfolk, Columbia. So the thing about Wilmington is it looks like to me, let's zoom in a little bit so I can see the map better. It looks like there's only one, I guess there's a couple, no, just one, 40 goes into it. So there's one major interstate and then a whole bunch of other roads that are not interstates. Now, sometimes the not interstate roads can still be pretty darn big and looking like interstates, but other times it takes you longer to get places because you're driving through small towns and you have to slow down a lot, and sometimes they're two-lane highways, so that can make it the city to city travel a little bit more difficult. All right, so let's zoom back in here. We're going to look at the population. 120,000 in the city limits as of 2019, and a little shy of 300,000 in the metro area. So that is not a very large city. It's still okay. I mean, 100,000 people, two or 300,000 people, still a lot, but it's not like some of the other big metro areas that we've seen. So let's see what kind of courier business they have going on there. Before we do that, we're going to look at the distance between some other major cities. Fayetteville is about an hour and a half away. That was the closest kind of, I was just going by like the bold words on the map as opposed to the not bold words because I thought bold words were bigger. If you're going to go all the way to Columbia, South Carolina, it's going to take you a little over 3 hours, and the same with Charlotte, 3 hours, 15 minutes. And Charleston is 3 hours, 20 minutes. And if you want to go up to Norfolk, you're at 4 hours. So there are cities around Wilmington, but none of them, except for Fayetteville, is going to take you less than 2 hours to get to. All right, not a big deal. I just like to throw that in so people can see what other cities might be bringing couriers to and from the city we're featuring. All right, let's go to the courier businesses. Courier businesses in Wilmington. And I haven't said this for a while, so I'm going to just repeat it here that we look at courier businesses first and then we look at courier jobs second because not everybody's advertising, but that doesn't mean that they're not looking for couriers. For instance, the guy that I do a lot of work for, he's looking for good couriers right now, but I don't know that he's advertising on the job sites. The job sites cost money, and this business can really be a word of mouth. I've gotten at least one other person a job working for the same company, and I've recommended some others. So if you know people, then you're going to be more likely to get on. All right, so it doesn't mean you can't get hired otherwise. It just means that this is word of mouth more than job sites. In fact, one guy that I do some work for, he was complaining the other day that they had advertisements on most of the major job sites and they're just not getting any candidates. So there are other ways other than the jobs to get businesses, to get couriers. All right. Let's get started. It looks like there's a lot of red dots here, so it looks like we're going to have some good good results. Some of them are like FedEx, UPS, stuff like that, but then there's other ones as well. All right, Fast Start Courier Services. We have an address here. We have a phone number down here. Let's check out their website. Oh, they don't have a website. All right. Maybe they had one and they don't have one now. This page is moved. Yeah, this is just like nobody's using this page, so we're going to put the stuff up on it. All right, so forget the website. Just give them a call at their phone number. Let's see if it says anything. They wrote a paragraph that just says, absolute same-day delivery, no matter what, it needs to be delivered within a 300-mile radius, guaranteed. So 300 miles is about a 5 to 6 hour drive, depending on how much is highway, not highway, all that kind of stuff. Let's see if they have anything down here. Nope, I'm not seeing anything at all. This is done in Bradstreet for business rating. This is like a job search site, and this is too. So sometimes they might have a Facebook page or something, but I'm not seeing that here. So the way to get a hold of them is by phone. Express Errands and Courier in Wilmington. There's their phone number there. They are not listing an address, but that's okay. We've looked at Express before in other cities. I remember their logo. Their locations are here, so lots of different places to choose from. Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Texas, Illinois, Virginia, Alabama, Minnesota, California. So a lot of different places. All right. We are on the Wilmington page already, Wilmington, North Carolina. And you can probably click on these other pages and get info. So I am not sure. I'm not sure if this is a Wilmington phone number or if this is like a corporate phone number. This would be for customers to get a quote. This tells you about Wilmington, their Wilmington office. This tells you where they service out of their Wilmington office. Just different things about them. So read all of that. And let's go back up here. Pickup and delivery, driver opportunities. Jobs. Wilmington, North Carolina. Join our team today, become a partner. I was looking for a specific phone number. It says no phone calls. They don't want phone calls. I kind of wouldn't pay attention to that. I would still call them and just act like, oh, I saw your company, wanted to see if it was a good fit. I didn't actually look to see if you had any jobs available, so I didn't know that was your policy. But I think that personal contact is really the best way to get to know for a good fit for one another. So they might just direct you back here, and that's okay, but at least you'll have a person's name and you'll have one point of contact. In sales, they talk about touches. You need to touch the customer so many times. In fact, when I was working in real estate, they had this thing where you could do real estate marketing packages, 22 touches, 50 touches. And a touch was like a phone call, an email, a postcard, a mailer, all different ways of getting, touching the customer. And after they got to know you, because you were kind of in their face all the time, not in a creepy way, but just like a way of getting your name out, like a billboard. That would be something. A radio ad or a TV ad or all of those different things were ways of letting the customer know that you are there, like I'm here. And the same is true when you are, as an independent courier, a business of one. I always say that you are touching potential courier companies that you might want to contract with. You're letting them know that you're out there, so you're getting to know other couriers. So they're going to start saying, wow, who is this person? We need to talk to this person, because you're known in the industry. So that's why I think calling, even though they say don't call, and acting like you didn't know you weren't supposed to call, is another touch. It's another point of contact. It's another way to help them remember something about you. Here's their social media, by the way, another way to touch them. You can comment on their Facebook posts or Twitter or whatever. All right, let's go to their contact page. So here's a form you can fill out, and ooh, check this out. Local phone numbers to their different offices. So here you go, Wilmington, North Carolina. You could call their local office and you could just talk to them and ask them about what they're doing. And then this is like a general email, I think. So yeah, now we have a local number. Yay! All right, let's go on to the next one. Dash Courier Services. We've looked at them in other cities. And the thing about Dash is contact us in jobs. I'm going to go right here because I think they say employee driver warehouse. So that tells me that you're driving their vehicles. You're going to be an employee, and it tells me they don't use independent contractors. However, I know several companies like this that do use independent contractors if they don't have enough employees to cover all the positions. So it still might be worth checking on companies like this, LabCorp and Quest, or other ones, and then there's other ones besides that. You know, they use their own brand of cars, they have employee drivers, but they don't always have enough people to fill every job. So they do sometimes use independent contractors. Now, the downside of that type of work is as they fill jobs, you're going to lose those routes. So you're kind of a fill-in person. But you know what? I've been a fill-in person for over a year on and off for a particular company, and you know, they'll use me. This particular route that I do for them, I've been doing it for like 3 months, so it could end next week or it could go on for the next year. You just don't know. So it's still a good thing to do because it can turn out to be lucrative work. But the thing about the courier business is things change, so you're not going to get you're not always going to get the same route and keep it for the next 15 years. Some people do. I know a guy who's done a route for over 30 years as a courier, and that does happen. But in other cases like this, if you're a fill-in person, it might only be a few months, and that's okay. You just have to know that going in. So what I would do is I would contact these people anyway and see if we can find. I'm looking for locations. I just passed it right up. Wilmington, North Carolina. All right, it's still the same phone number. Here's their local phone number. Here you go. Here is an email for, it could be their local email. And I would just call them and ask, do you ever use independent contractors to fill in stuff? And they might say yes, they might say no, and they might say yes. And we have a company that we're contracted with to provide other drivers. So they don't want to deal with 20 different people on an individual basis. They want to deal with one. So what they'll do is they'll get another local courier company and they're going to say, hey, we have 10 positions or 20 positions to fill. Can you do that for us? So if they're using a local courier company already, you're just like, great, who are they? How do I get a hold of them? And then that's another lead. And then you can call that company and say, hey, I got your name from Dash or from Quest or LabCorp, whoever it is, and I'm interested in doing some independent contractor work. There you go. Now you have even though you really don't know the person you talk to, you have like a referral. Like they told me to give you a call. So that's another way that you can do that. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Beck and Call. This is a mailing service. And so they don't have a website. They do have a phone number and an address, but they're a mailing service, so I don't think they're doing courier type work. Although mailing services can sometimes be good leads for courier work because they probably have couriers coming in and out of there, and they might be able to help you out with some referrals. All right, back and call, Wise Choice Courier Service. They have a phone number but no address. Now, Wise Choice Courier. This one's in Florida, so not what we're looking for. This is also in Florida. So see, they're not giving us any web results about this particular Wise Choice Courier Service. So we're going to go Wilmington, see if it just shows up in the results. Phone number again. Freight Shipping and Trucking Company, running freight from Wilmington, North Carolina. So we don't know if this is an actual. Here's an email address, Roy Jones. Oh, is it 0917@gmail? Here is an address. Let's check this out and see if we can find anything more on them. This is their DOT number. This is the name of the person, their address, okay, here's what I think. I think this is a person operating a truck, probably a driver, just like you and me, and he is listed under the name Wise Choice for business purposes, but he's probably an individual. So you could give him a call, but I think that's what you're going to find. All right, AP Transports. Here's an address and a phone number. There's no website. Courier delivery and pilot car services is what they say they do. AP Transports. Let's check out their Facebook page. And you want to make sure it says the same city and state, because like that last one we found was in Florida. All right. Last post was last August, and they were just sharing a memory. Here's a website. Let's check them out here. Can't be reached, so that's not a good website anymore. Phone number. I don't know if this email address is going to work since the website's not working and it's tied to the email, but we got a phone number, so that's good. And looks like a lot of oversized loads. And it says that they do pilot vehicles. So pilot car services is like the car that follows or leads an oversized load. So, I mean, that could be interesting. Could get kind of boring because you're going down the highway forever at really slow speeds. But, yeah, that could be an interesting job. So give them a call and just see what they're all about and see if it's something that you might want to do. Always looking for jobs that are good fits, that you're going to enjoy doing, that you're going to make decent money doing. So always go into it with the attitude of, we're just going to see if this is a good fit. If this is something that we both want to do, meaning you as a driver and the company as the courier company, if you can work together. All right, so here's a FedEx, here's a UPS, a FedEx, UPS, Calvin Barnes mailing service. It says it's a mailing service. There's a phone number and an address. Let's see. He's part of the Chamber of Commerce. Let's see what the Chamber of Commerce website says about them. Owner verified. And let's see, doesn't really say anything interesting that we don't already know from the Google search. All right, so it is a mailing service. We don't know that they do deliveries. We're going to assume they don't, but they may have leads on other people who do. Okay, FedEx Cape Fear Delivery is a delivery restaurant, according to this. Let's see. It is a delivery service. All right, they do have a website, they just didn't have it listed above. So they're doing restaurant delivery. So they probably, and here's an app that you can get. So it's an app based, but it looks like it's a local app based as opposed to national, like a Doordash or something like that. So restaurants that they deal with, these are their clients that you can order from. So they have quite a few of them. Let's go back. Drive with us. There you go. Become a driver. So this is a jot form, so they want you to fill out and submit the form. Partner with us, that would be for restaurants. I'm just trying to find a phone number. There was one on the Google search. The app is probably to deliver, to order food. It's probably not for drivers, although they may have one for that too. Here you go. Here's our phone number. Found it. All right, and then here's their social media too. So if you want to do restaurant delivery and you'd rather deliver with a local company versus a gig economy company, they might be somebody to contact. FedEx Gaines Logistics. Phone number and email, address, sorry. Courier service, Alex Gaines looks like is the owner. Maybe, but this could be something different because it says Tidewater Investment Company. This is a flatbed driver job that they are looking for, but that doesn't mean they don't do couriers also. So you're going to have to call and find out about this company. All right, FedEx, UPS, Mailroom Pack and Ship is a mailing service, business center. Here's their address and phone number. Again, you could call them for leads on courier companies or delivery companies. All right, let's go to page 2 because we didn't find, I like to try to get up to 10 or more. UPS, FedEx, FedEx. Mailbox Express is like where you can get a mailbox. FedEx Global Cargo Wilmington is a shipping service. So they're doing like international shipments probably. Freight forwarding. A lot of these port towns you're going to get freight forwarding services because there are ports and docks there, so they can pack your stuff up and send it anywhere in the world. UPS, FedEx, tons of UPS and FedExes. Amazon Hub, A to Z Global Shipping, that's freight forwarding. So yeah, we didn't find any more couriers. Let's look down here. Let's see, Yelp is going to give you lists of couriers, probably ones we've already seen. Dash, we already looked at. Express Errands Courier. Let's look at them. We already looked at them, so I thought we did, but I just wanted to make sure. Fast Cart Courier. Did we try to find Fast Cart Courier before? Let's just type it in and see what we can find. Yeah, this looks familiar to me. Oh, that's right. They didn't have a working website. All right, so we did look for them before. I thought we did. HEmpireInnovations.com. Hempire Innovations. Sorry. Local delivery in Wilmington, North Carolina. This is going to be a cannabis thing or a hemp thing. Am I of legal age? Does anyone actually say, no, I'm not? I know they have to put that there. Okay. Oh, they're now headquartered in Wilmington, North Carolina. So they want to be in the local hemp delivery business. They don't have a brick and mortar yet, but it might be. So I'm just trying to currently a small owner-operated business. So Jared is the owner and he's going to deliver himself. So this tells me really small, one-man show. But if you are interested in this business, then you might want to talk to Jared and say, hey, Jared, I'm a courier. You don't have to tell him you're just getting into the business. You can say, I'm a courier. I like what you're doing. I like the business. I like hemp products. And if you ever can't take a delivery, then here's my info. Give me a call. It might be an in to get in the ground floor of a growing company. Now, who knows? This company may also go nowhere. Tons of companies do. But it might also be something that you can build with. Scroll to load form. It's a contact form. I was trying to find a phone number. I don't see resources. He's on Facebook and other places, so you could look for him there. Here you go. Here is an email. He would prefer to be contacted by text. And there's a chat on the actual website, and he's also on social media. So we found some ways to get a hold of this person. Now, if you text him and you just say, hey, do you ever need any extra drivers? He might be like, no, man, I'm cool. I've got it covered. But if you have an actual conversation with him, like the one I talked about earlier, it might be something that can work out in the future. Courier Board's a board where they match couriers with jobs. Amazon is building a new distribution center. Cool. So there might be some Amazon Flex opportunities. There might be some delivery in an Amazon truck opportunities. This is March 17th, 2022, so this is new. I would definitely be Googling information on that and stay on top of what they're doing and figure out how to get into their system. That's something that I don't know. Here, become a delivery service partner, logisticsamazon.com. that might be another lead to figure out if you want to do that. Now, you could end up having a fleet of drivers, like 10 drivers underneath you, and have your own courier company. Amazon set up a lot of people that way. Let's try one more page. Moving and storage, legal wheels. Their legal stuff, process couriers and all of that. Here is a phone number. Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, Wilmington, and Asheville. So all of these different areas. So you can call them and find out what it's all about. Careers. Process service, document retrieval, legal courier, and facilities assistant. So they're looking for people. Here is an email to send a resume and cover letter. See if they've got a contact phone number. Locally, there's their local number, and you can fill out this form. So yeah, that's Legal Wheels. Strix LP Gas. They do propane delivery, so that's going to be a W-2 job in one of their trucks. Manta is a job search site. Indeed is a job search site. Audi Cape Fear is a delivery and pickup service. Vehicle pickup and delivery service for Audis. Let's check them out. Courtesy pickup and delivery service. So they're going to take your car in to get maintenance and stuff like that. Could also be if you're trading a car and they'll deliver your new one, they'll take your old one away. Maintenance, yeah. So I would call service probably and ask if they need any more drivers. It could be an employee position too, because of liability and insurance requirements, and they're not going to need people all day long going to pick people up. So they might be working in a shop and then pick stuff up too. So that could be part of the deal as well. But it's interesting just to think about this. Okay, Fast Start, we already looked at them. Wheels Pizzas, pizza delivery, another list of delivery companies. Evans Delivery Company. This is in loadmatch.com. Let's see what this says. There's a phone or an address. There's a website. This looks like you register your truck with LoadMatch, and they can help you find, loads to bid on. Okay, Evans Delivery Company. They are trucks. Drivers. Yeah, this is going to be like LTL type stuff. All right. Truckloads and less than truckloads. All right, so there we have all of that. Let's now go look at the jobs. Courier jobs, Wilmington, North Carolina. Doordash is first on the list. We know Doordash. GX job is LabCorp. LabCorp is usually a W-2 position. And you're going to be driving their vehicle, and you can take the vehicle home if you want to pay them $100 a month or have it deducted from your pay. These are going to be W-2 jobs. But like I said, LabCorp is one of those companies that sometimes will have other people do runs because they don't have enough of their own people. So it is worth contacting them, finding out who they are using as far as courier companies, and then contacting those people. All right. Mutual distributing. Let's see. This is about wine. Ensure all products are rotated. Johnson Brothers is a national family-owned wine, spirits, and beer distributor. So this is going to be driving a wine or beer truck, basically, to local stores, restaurants, and whatnot. So this will be a W-2 job. And you would be driving their truck. All right. Quest is W-2, but again, ask if they ever have overflow work and who they use for that. Home delivery driver, SE Independent Delivery Services. Use a dispatch app, interact with customers. 130,000 plus annually. That tells me it's probably going to be like a larger truck. Doesn't really say. It's furniture delivery. All right, so you would probably be, okay, here they go. Looking for a dedicated owner, operator, independent contractor. Home deliveries and setup of new furniture. So owner operator means it would be your truck. So they're looking for people with box trucks with lift gates or larger trucks, and it's going to be a lot of heavy moving. So you probably need a team of 2 at least. So if you like that kind of thing and you are an owner operator looking for independence, that might be something that you are interested in. Okay, Instacart is an app. Route driver, non-CDL, Raleigh, Wilmington. Okay. Current driver's license, Class D or above. I don't know what that means in North Carolina terms. So if you are in North Carolina, then you'll know that or be able to find out. Oh, this is Stericycle. Stericycle is, you're going to be driving their trucks, and it's going to be a W-2 position. Okay. DPCO is an app. Doordash app. Deliverall Global. All packages require signatures. Prepackaged bubble envelopes within a 75-mile radius. So you could be driving a car if it's just bubble envelopes. All packages are adult signature required. Boxes weigh about 25 pounds. You might have to get shipments from the closest airport. They compensate you for fuel and for packages delivered. Immediate payment via Venmo. So they're paying you at the end of every day. That's kind of nice. Use your own vehicle. Trunk space to fit about 4 large microwaves. So they're probably not microwaves. That's the size box that they are. So they're letting you know about how much room you're going to need. So an SUV would do it. A pickup truck would do it with a cap. A vehicle with a large trunk or back seat, or both, would do it. This says packaged bubble envelopes, but then this says boxes, so maybe they're envelopes in boxes. That's not bad pay, $200 to $350 a day. So for an 8-hour shift, so 200 divided by 8 is $25 an hour. 300 divided by 8 is almost $40 an hour. Or yeah, 350 divided by 8, sorry, is a little over $40 an hour. Is that right? All right. Multiple locations. So let's deliver all. See if we can find them in Wilmington. This is on the job search. Deliver all. Deliver OL. So just kind of scrolling through here. Services. They're out of Georgia. Different delivery things that they do. Our difference, our services, resources, experienced employees, delivery vehicles, all this type of thing. Let's go to resources. It's like press stuff. Here's their Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And contact. Did you see a phone number? I did not see a phone number. Let's check out their Facebook page and see if they have a phone number on there. No, they don't. And they haven't listed since January of 2021. If you're going to contact people on Facebook, look and see when their last post was, especially a business page, because if they're not active on Facebook, they probably won't see your message. If that makes sense. Welcome. Again, I'm just scrolling looking for a phone number. Here's an 800 number right here. Isn't that weird that it doesn't have it on their website? Anyway. Here's a non-800 number, like a local number. That's on Dun & Bradstreet. So yeah, at least we have a phone number now. Okay. And you can also apply through these places. As I've talked about before, though, I like to make a first contact by actually talking to somebody, because a lot of these, Indeed, Salary.com, all these other places, they have algorithms which will like pre-screen applicants. So your application may not even get to an actual person. Like they may not know you even exist, because they have these bots that go in and look for keywords and all that stuff. And people who are really good at applying online through those sites have learned like the game. So it's a game that you have to play to even get seen, which is kind of sad to me, because wouldn't it be nice if we actually did business face to face and we actually knew the people who were going to work for us? Because there's probably tons of qualified candidates who never get their resumes seen or their applications seen because of these job site algorithm bots that are kicking them out because they don't know how to play the game. You know, it's not the same skill set to know how to play the game and get a job as it is to actually do the job. You could be great at what you're doing, but never get a chance. So that's one of the reasons that I'm like, call them. All right. US Pack is looking for parts. This would be auto parts. And to get in touch with US Pack, you go to gouspack.com. Contractor opportunities. Here is a phone number for driver opportunities. So you can give them a call and tell them what you're looking for there. And here's also an email for driver opportunities. So they're in most major cities in the US. So this is a good way to get started. They're always looking for people to work for them. So it's a good way to get into the courier business because I know they're always hiring. All right, Doordash, delivery driver, courier, not CDL. Higher income jobs is like a broker who will try to match you with jobs. And from what I've heard, not all their jobs are higher income, but it's a great marketing piece for a company name, huh? All right, Trillium, delivery driver. 70, this is a flatbed and pickup truck. Must be able to operate a standard forklift. Help out on the branch with loading and unloading. So this is going to be a W-2 job. You're going to, this is a CDL driver. Oh, this says non-CDL delivery drivers. And this one says CDL. So we're going to go with the non-CDL. But you have to get a DOT medical card. If you've never had a DOT medical exam, there's lots of like urgent cares and walk-in places you can get them. They're very basic. So as long as you are reasonably healthy, you're going to pass that. And I don't think that's a company requirement as much as a DOT requirement. If you're going to be driving vehicles that are under DOT guidelines. So that's why they have to do that. All right. So I think this is a W-2 job. Having said all that, AutoZone W-2 job, Amazon DSP. These are W-2 jobs, I think. And yeah, health insurance, paid time off, employees, and you would be driving an Amazon delivery truck. And you drive a lot, 200 to 250 packages a day. Now, on my one job, I may only deliver 10 packages a day, but I may have to drive 50 to 100 miles between each stop. So that's just the difference. With Amazon, you'd be delivering a ton of packages, but you'd be driving in a much smaller radius. So you may hit 5 or 6 or 10 houses in the same neighborhood. All right. A shuttle driver, Cisco. Customer locations. So they need Class A's, CDL A's. All right, lead delivery driver, LKQ. Company vehicle. So you're doing a company vehicle, making sure all parts are loaded and unloaded. says employee right here, so this is going to be a W-2 job. All right. Doordash, Mannheim. Can you drive both a manual and automatic? Stick and automatic. Full-time employee, you would get benefits. You can get benefits. This is going to be probably a W-2 job. Okay, another Doordash. Coastline Carriers, that's FedEx. CDL A or B. Loyal Linen Delivery Driver, that's a linen company. Making deliveries. You could assist with folding sheets, but it's not required. Clean linens and dirty linens. This could be for like hotels, hospitals, any place that might use linen. Could be restaurants like tablecloths and things like that. And it's going to be a W-2 job. Grubhub is an app. Monroe, Muffler, and Brake. Delivery, pickup, and hauling of materials between wholesale distribution center and multiple local and out of state. So let's see. It doesn't say anything about your own vehicle. Oh, there are benefits here. So this is a W-2 job. All right, Compass Group USA, vending. So they're doing vending machines, and you would drive a company vehicle, and you would fill vending machines and do all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure there are benefits, and I'm sure it's W-2. Driver with own cargo, Sprinter, or transit van. Courier Express, Coastal Carolina. Courier Express is one that we've looked at before, and we found them when we were doing the courier search. Let me just make sure that that was on this one. Oh, no, I didn't do it yet, so we'll go ahead and look them up. Okay, own vehicle. Wilmington, they want vans specifically. Courier Express, Coastal Carolina. All right, this one's one that we found in different cities. That's why I knew about it. So locations, they have different locations. This is Coastal Carolina, who's covering Wilmington. And I remember right, I thought maybe contacting driver coordinators might be a good place to start. There's 3 different ones. You could contact them on their main phone number right here. Independent contractors. Here are the opportunities they have right now. You can fill out their independent contractor driver interest form. Tell them where you're at. And Coastal Carolina, even though Wilmington isn't named by name, I think Fayetteville was like an hour and a little bit away, so I think maybe this might be the one to start at, right here. Let's see if they have a Wilmington. Nope, they don't. So I would start with Fayetteville. All right, and then I would go to contact and see if there's just a different, here's their corporate. But if you want to do independent contractors, again, they're sending you back to the contract now place. And again, I would go to Fayetteville and call them, and you can ask them if there's a different number for Wilmington. Okay, who's next? Okay. 317 Incorporated. They're required to have commercial verifiable driving experience, so they don't want any new people. 150 pounds. It's pretty heavy. All equipment, uniform, and truck will be provided. So this is going to be probably, oh, this is a FedEx one. All right, so it's going to be a W-2 job. Okay, bike courier food delivery. Grubhub is an app. Coca-Cola, that's going to be like delivering soda and other Coke products to retailers and restaurants. American Tire Distributors, I think that is a W-2 job. I've looked at them quite a bit. You know, let's look at them and find their website, because these people seem to be in many of our job searches. So they're a wholesale tire company. So if you are a tire place or a mechanic looking for tires, then this is somebody that you would maybe do business with. Careers. Delivery driver. They operate a fleet of 1,500 trucks, so it's going to be their trucks. It's going to be probably a W-2 position. Go away, chat. I'm just trying to see if they have a Wilmington, North Carolina. Lots of opening positions everywhere. Class C driver's license. Join our talent network if you're not ready to apply. So in other words, join our mailing list. Here's a phone number. Here is an email address. I might call them and just verify whether it's W-2 or if they use independent contractors before even going to the next step. I think it's W-2. I could be wrong. Mapping driver. This is a staffing company, so they're going to hook you up with a job. So you would be mapping, so driving. So you get an assigned car, you drive around. They probably have equipment like in their car that is actually mapping the area as you're driving. So they would give you a route to drive, and then you would deliver the car to the location at the end of the day. So I think this is, yeah, they're mapping probably for like Google or something like that. So they have cameras in eye-safe lasers, and they image the area. So this is what this mapping thing is all about. And have to be able to do it for at least 3 months. You have to live in the area. 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. Looks like you get to keep the car through the duration. I think because you're using their car, I think it's going to be a W-2 job. It doesn't even say like how much it pays or anything. So you might want to find out more info on this or not. Okay. Amazon Flex. Amazon Flex is an app-based kind of a gig economy thing where you drive your own car and you can pick up jobs that you want to. Loyal Linen, we already looked at them. They're looking for a delivery driver. That's going to be a W-2 job. Pharmacy Innovations is a substitute driver. So they're looking for a fill-in to cover other people who are sick or on vacation or anything like that. Hourly rate and mileage reimbursement compensation. Oh, dependable vehicle. So this is your vehicle. No phone calls, apply online. So it could be an independent contractor. Let's see if I can find them. They only want you to apply through the website right here. Pharmacy Innovations. What we do, about us, contact. Who we are. Pharmacy to door custom delivery. Our story and contact. Call or visit today. Here's their phone number. Here is their address. It says to only apply through this. You could apply if you wanted to, or you could just call them and say, I did apply, I don't know what happened to my application, and see if you can send it to a direct person. Okay, let's see. Outback's going to be deliveries, Uber's an app. Domino's is going to be like a pizza delivery, Doordash app, Ferguson. This, we looked at Ferguson before, and this is a W-2 job. Ferguson before with another city. Not earlier today, so you didn't miss anything. Amazon driver. Williams Cleaners, this would be like a dry cleaning route. Wow, $10 to $12 an hour. You know what cracks me up is my dad owned a dry cleaning company when I was young. So this would have been back in the 1970s. late 70s. I was working for him when I was in high school, late 70s, early 80s. And back then he was paying his drivers that much. So these guys are a little behind the times. So this is it's going to be a W-2 job. Yeah, they're giving you health insurance. You're going to be driving their truck or van, probably. U.S. Foods shuttle driver. This is going to be a Class A. Monroe Muffler is looking for a parts driver. This says W2, intern, clinical delivery, pharmaceutical research associates. Document collection and review, status tracking, in-house site management, data review activities. Not really seeing anything about driving, so I think this isn't in the right place. UPS, AutoZone, that's going to be W2. O'Reilly is going to be W2. Doordash, Advanced Auto, GMS, delivery driver, team player. Oh, here's all their benefits listed down at the bottom. So W2. Colonial Materials. W2, see the benefits. Dedicated dry van driving job in Wilmington. Does that mean they don't drive in the rain? Just kidding. This is a CDL. Class A. CDL delivery driver, Class A or B. Pizza, DoorDash, Iron Mountain. They're a trucking company. This is for a box truck though. And it's got benefits. It's W2. Amazon dry truck. This is going to be probably the same one that we saw above. And they need a CDLA. Patient driver. You can drive people around, transport patients for admissions and discharges. Drive company facility vehicle. So this is going to be a W2 job. Takeout centrals, delivery driver, like food delivery. Crescent Electric Supply. They're looking for somebody to work in a warehouse and do deliveries. They have lots of top tier benefits, so that would be a W2 job. Local box truck delivery at Lowe's. They're going to be, Lowe's home improvement store. They're going to be a W2 job. Class A CDL. Uber Eats. That's Uber food delivery. AutoZone is a W2. I forgot what I was talking about. Flatbed delivery driver. Can operate a forklift. This is going to be a W2 job. Wilmington, Uber, Pizza Hut, Chopped. I believe that's another app one. Pizza. All right, we're going to stop right there because we've done enough for Wilmington, North Carolina. I think we did find, actually, for a place with about 300,000 people, we found a lot of possible potential work. And we also talked about some other tips like talking to shipping centers, mailing services. Are you using couriers, or do you know of any couriers? Do they come in and out of here? What companies do they work for? Also talked about contacting companies like LabCorp, Quest, and other places and saying, hey, you use independent contractors when you don't have enough employees to fill the jobs. And are you doing that through a company? Like, and who is that company? I want to go talk to them about possibly doing work for them. Or if not, maybe we can set something up. So there was a lot of tips, extra tips in this video, as including just the job search itself. So yeah, so done with Wilmington, North Carolina. I'm going to go look at my little spreadsheet and see where we're going for the next job search. That's it for now. Have a great day, and I will see you on the road.